views and opinions of this program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Kingdom podcast. The show might include strong images and language that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
After 3 long years,
Welcome back, Commander.
here we are again.
Say what?
Again with the angst, the controversy, and wit that can withstand anything or anyone it's up against. Here to give you the scoop about K-pop and other crap you can think of, the prima donna of K-pop radio is back. Better, stronger, and well, he's still the rowdy asshole everyone expects him to be. Thy kingdom come! Welcome the evil stepchild of SLR the podcast, the Kingdom Podcast. And here he is, the man of the hour, the best among the rest, and your resident K-pop critic, the voice, DJ Yuuki.
Hey, welcome back to the podcast. It is a Tuesday afternoon in the Philippines, the 22nd of December 2020. This is Yuki. Welcome to the Kingdom Podcast, brought to you by Anchor.fm. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and on Anchor, all in the same name at the Kingdom Pod PH. The show will be available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and wherever you go to listen to your podcast episodes. And with me is my open and close parenthesis, because it's needed, official co-host of the Kingdom Podcast whenever she's available. This is Sun. This is your 4th episode, right? I love it.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Luna, and then the week after Luna, and then last week, and then this. So
Was it only last week? It felt like so long ago.
Exactly. No, it's probably because it's been 9 days. So it baka mahaba yung tingin mo. Well, yeah, I agree with you. I have this thing where I listen to past episodes of the podcast just to listen kung like the quality is okay. Is it too like is the volume too low? Last episode the volume was too low. I suck at editing. So, I mean, it's not low na hindi na tayo maintindihan. It's just that it's lower than my usual decibel. So, I'm changing it up this week. I'm improving. I bought a new PC. No, sana man lang. New PC.
Oh my god. Wow. Big Christmas gift to yourself.
I have a different Christmas gift. Pero, fuck, I should have gotten a PC. Anyway, welcome back to the show. This is Sun. You can follow her on Twitter at Hihalipye. You can follow me on Twitter as well at Yukmeister and on Instagram. And this is supposedly going to be our Christmas special because it's the 22nd and we're going to post this today. And wala na tayong show on the 24th and the 25th because, of course, we have lives. So, we'll be back on, I think on Saturday or Sunday. I think I have a Revelove to guest here on the podcast, which is super cool. And I want to apologize to everyone before we start off the show. I want to apologize to everyone. I know you guys, probably some of you guys are expecting like 2 episodes a week. Baka nabibitin kayo with one. I already, when I started doing the online podcast, not online, but recorded podcast episodes, I promised you guys 2 per week, which we try and do every week. Pero kasi there are guests that cancel, and our writers, whenever they write it for a specific episode. So whenever there's a guest that cancels because of the holiday schedule, putang ina, wala na akong topic, so I can't think at the top of my head. Shit, I need to think about like a fucking topic, and I had to host by myself, which I don't want to do that kasi I can still probably host like a podcast by myself. It's just that I find it weird not having a co-host. So, when a guest cancels, I need to look for a co-host. And of course, Abby is way too far away, and I think she's on hiatus. And because of the time difference, it's very difficult. Now, Sun here is a very busy bee. She is normally just available during the weekends, pero because it's the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. She is here. Yeah, there you go. And okay, so we're gonna start off the show. Wait, 1 second. You don't have to answer to this. Where's the Luna PH podcast? Rhetorical. Rhetorical. You don't have to answer. You don't have to defend yourself, but just know that we're waiting.
Oh my god. Really, I'm the wrong person to ask. No, you have to remember that.
Whatever. You know, tis the season, right? To be jolly. But I want to talk to you guys about a non-K-pop topic to start off the show. Of course, we have K-pop topics. Don't worry, guys. Pero you know, SLR the podcast I had back then, we don't normally talk about just K-pop. But because this is an hour-long episode, we normally just talk about K-pop. But sometimes I want to squeeze in, you know, non-K-pop topics, which I think will probably be a recurring theme every week. Because some of you guys, you know, hindi lang naman K-pop ang buhay nyo. Maybe, you know, you're having thoughts about your significant other or your family and whatnot, and maybe we're going to squeeze in like a non-K-pop topic every week. And I'm going to start off with this. So, Sun, my K-pop best friend, not just, well, I knew him because of K-pop. I knew him because of Running Man. He just broke up a 2-year relationship with his girlfriend, who started ghosting him for like a month. It's like, pahapyaw-hapyaw lang. Hello, I'm off to work. And then like the whole week, parang mga once or twice lang siya mag-chat or mag-text or whatnot. And then of course, my best friend being like, what the fuck? We were just together. Tapos biglang, ano nangyayari? Like, what gives? What's wrong? And then she doesn't reply. Over the weekend, not over this weekend, but like every weekend, you know, this December, he kept on messaging her like, may kita naman tayo. Ito ganyan. No response. Zero. Nada. Nil. Zip. Then, by Monday, hello, off to work, miss you. And he just ended the relationship today, like just mere hours ago. And I was probably the first person he texted, saying, or not text, SMS, yuck, chat. He chatted me on Messenger and said, you know, it's over. Oh shit, okay. I didn't think he would do it, you know, because I know him of he's kind of like a puss. A puss I love. But I didn't want to rush him. Well, I kind of want to rush him. We drank. Remember I told you, son, that I didn't sleep for 30 hours? That's because I was drinking with him. Yeah.
Hey,
yes.
You went YOLO and drank the whole day.
Yeah, fucking A. Tangina. Holiday? What holiday? Tangina, that's fucking Sunday. Okay. So yeah, we were drinking and then he was really stressed out. And you know, he's not doing well now. It's just that I feel horrible. He even had to forget about K-pop and Running Man, which he holds so dear to his heart, because his girlfriend ex-girlfriend didn't approve of it.
Wow. Controlling much.
Yeah, controlling. Yeah, he's kind of under, ganun. Yeah, toxic.
Oh my god. So wait, we're not gonna get banned or anything. It's not Twitch right now. Because Twitch bans simp now. So
yeah. Oh really? Shit.
Yeah, you can't say simp anymore.
I have that as my as one of my commercials. It's like, what's up, simps? I don't even know what that means. I just know that he's like, he or she is like super Sasang fan or whatnot, right?
Simp? No, simp is just like someone who's how do I explain it?
Ain't it an acronym for something?
No, not that I know of.
Are you sure? Simp, noun, a silly or foolish person. That's banned on Twitch?
No. It's the actual one we're using is like a slang. Okay, now I found it. So it's a slang for like attentive or submissive men to women. So basically, it's like we're doing anything with the hope of like attention from the person.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, simp. And yes, this is not Twitch, so we won't get banned. Fuck that. So, son, have you gone, or do you know someone that that went through this kind of bullshittery, in lack of proper term?
Honestly, yeah. It's very bullshit. Yeah. It happened with me and my ex, and
Your recent one.
yeah, like the day we hung out, and then the day after, my ex started ghosting me. So it was very weird, but it was worse because they were sick. Like when we hung out, so I was very worried. Like, stopped replying, stopped anything, and it went on for a really, really long time. It was horrible.
Sick, like COVID sick?
No. This was before COVID.
Oh, pre-COVID. Okay.
Yeah. So
85.
it was. Wow.
My bad. Okay, 91. So, okay, pre-COVID, and then your ex started ghosting you, and then what happened?
It was absolute.
How was the ghosting?
Like literally ghosting. Like no matter like, if I were messaging, there's no reply. Pero nakikita ko nagpo-post siya on Facebook. I was like, okay, so what the fuck's your point? Like, excuse me, I can see this bullshit. Like, oh my god, it was really bad. Like my friends were so worried, and it was to the point like, okay, so if you wanna end it, just end it. Because for one, nakakahiya for me.
Exactly.
Like, do you look low on me to that point? That's how you're gonna treat me? It's like, fuck that shit. No. Like, I mean, it was bad for me also. But like, at some point, I realized na parang, I'm gonna fucking prioritize myself. Fuck that. So stop it. So yeah, we ended it. And then, up until now, we haven't really spoken to each other. Sabi niya na, we can still be friends. It's like, bullshit. That's the thing everyone says.
Fuck that.
So like,
for me, when it comes to exes, if you're still friends with your ex, right? It's either I have this belief which contradicts what actually I'm basically I can't say that I'm tolerating it because I'm fine with it. But if you're still friends with your ex, it's either number one, like you're still in love with each other, or number two, you didn't love each other at all.
That's true. Yeah.
So but then again, like I can't say that I'm tolerating it. My girlfriend sometimes still chats with her ex, but alam mo yun, it's totally platonic, and it was like it's parang I can't say that they were young when they were together. It's just that it's like I'm super fine with it. It's like because I know what they're talking about. They're talking about her ex's ex. So just trash talking her is like, oh, putang na, what a bitch. So I'm totally fine with it. I was even talking to the guy, giving him advice on what to do because I'm pakalamero like that. But like, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I feel that when it comes to maybe myself, knowing myself, if I'm still friends with my ex, I still have feelings for her. Or I've never loved her at all.
Enough to actually like feel normal.
Yes, exactly. I don't know. So good for you that you're still not talking to that ex.
No, I mean, because like, yeah, they said that they wanted to try being friends, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna be polite then. I'll just try. Because like for me, it's mainly, I mean, in the first place, you got close, so it's not always just gonna be romantic or anything.
Right.
At some point, you can be really good friends kasi naman talaga. So like, I was being polite, and then wala siyang pake. Like the answers are all just parang wala lang. So for me, okay, I'm not gonna fucking make an effort anymore. If you don't want to talk, then don't talk. And
right.
Wala, after that, tapos na.
So up to now, years later, hindi pa rin kayo nag-uusap, and is your ex now in a relationship, a new one?
I have no idea. That's how much
wala
I
na
don't
talaga.
know.
It's like wala na at all.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, bala siya. I mean, kung meron, then good for them. Their life, not mine.
Yeah.
I'm happy with mine.
Yep. Kung wala din, haha, screw you, bitch. Okay. So I guess I want to get your advice to my friend. I'll go first. My advice to my friend is just just swing it. I tell him na tara punta ka dito sa bahay. Again, we can drink again. Like we can get drunk. I'll be with you. If you're gonna cry, but cry once. That's my motto. Cry once. Tas after nun, tapos na. You just can't tolerate, something like that.
Yeah.
Ghosting you for like a fucking month, na parang wala nangyayari. Tapos biglang, at one point, while we were drinking, she suddenly texts him, saying, sends him a selfie with a teddy bear that my friend gave her. Says, "We miss you."
Bullshit.
The fuck is that, right? Oh man, what's your advice?
As a girl's perspective, with this, honestly, I'm glad that he broke up with her. When you mentioned na he was messaging, nung kahit na gina-ghost siya and everything, all I could think was, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Very pathetic, right? But I would do that.
Yeah. I mean, for me lang like, in my opinion, kasi when stuff like that happens, it's like, why do you make yourself sound so desperate? Like, it's not all about them. You have to focus on yourself. So,
Right.
like, yeah, like, I don't know you personally, but you can drink with Yuki. Go ahead.
Hell
I
yeah.
support that. But, like, at the end of everything, it's still supposedly about you.
Yeah.
So, okay, you can cry about it. You can feel like shit for like a day or two or whatever. And then after that, just life goes on. We're going against COVID. I mean, come on.
Tangina, oo.
No
Oh
worse
my
things
god.
to go against you than a breakup, guys.
Right. Exactly. Police
Make sure
people
you're
killing
alive,
other people, It's the fucking, not only a pandemic, it's the fucking World War III. So, it's like GTA 5 in real life.
Oh, I know. Oh my god.
Right. Like, I can probably fucking steal a car and, not
Not a
care.
hotwire car.
I have no idea how to do that. There's like two wires, beneath the fucking wheel, and then just and that's it. Fucking, what's his name? Like Jason Statham makes it look very easy. I gotta learn how to do that. Anyway, so yeah, my friend, let's drink it all out over the weekends. Maybe after COVID, we can go to Makati and raid Sun's house with, and get her Luna signed merchandise because that's
Oh
what
my
I
God.
want for the holidays. So, yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll go to our first commercial break. When we come back, your K-pop goodness and our Christmas special. So please do not go away.
Hey, this is Jacques, aka Arcady Blog, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuki.
Hey, you. Doing this podcast thing for years now, I've always been an advocate to start your own podcast. Regardless if you talk about K-pop, science, news, politics, showbiz, start doing it because podcasting is growing very quickly, not just in the Philippines, but also worldwide. There's a whole lot of new shows out there, and we as podcasters need to stay informed in order to stay relevant. The best way to do that is with data, numbers, and analytics. Something to keep track of how you're doing. And the best way to get it all in one place is Podmetrics, your one-stop shop for all your podcast data needs. Podmetrics combines data from Anchor, Spotify, Chartable, Facebook Live, and YouTube in order to show you the real picture of how your show is doing. And when you know your show, you can grow your show. The best part is it's absolutely free. Sign up now at podmetrics.co. That's podmetrics.co. And don't forget to use the referral code The Kingdom Podcast. No spaces. Podmetrics, the only analytics you'll ever need for your podcast.
Hello, hello, Radish Farm. Welcome to Mama Moo Central, where myself and a possible Moo Moo star guest talk everything Mama Moo. Want the tea? We got you. Want a song review? No problem. Want to just freak about your best girl? Go nuts. Be sure to follow my Twitter at WhatARadRadish to get the latest and greatest from yours truly, while also updates about when I upload. Well, let's get on to today's topic. See you around!
Hey everyone, this is Mo Twister, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuuki.
Welcome back to the podcast. You can go to Facebook, Twitter, Anchor, all in the same name at the Kingdom Pod PH. You can also follow me on Twitter at Yukmeister, and for my co-host at Hihalipye. See, I'm not even saying that she's a guest co-host now. She's now my recurring co-host.
Can't just say though, like whenever you say my Twitter you're actually getting much better pronunciation.
Yes! Annyeonghaseyo. Yeah, baby steps, right? One at a time. One at a time.
I love how yung first practice mo with the pronunciation would be like Luna member names.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pushing my influence towards.
No, I'm already influenced. Don't worry about that. Like, I'm all over Luna. I even said, like, if Mama disbands next year, if they disband, I'm gonna go all out with ITZY, right? But then it's like, but then Luna though, I can't just discard them. They probably have, like I said, they probably have the best debut process of all time. Very original. Like, you can't beat that. And where the fuck does BBC? No, I'm not gonna use that. Blockberry Creative get that kind of money? Because that's very confusing how they get their money. And they're producing, like, the best music videos right now. Because you can say a lot of things about Luna, right? You can even say negative things about Luna, but damn, do their music videos rock so much. Like, regardless if you like the song or not, I didn't like the dum da dum ti dum ti dum. I'm not really that big of a fan of that song. But then the music video, putang ina. Even my girlfriend's laughing. Oh, la la. Awe, awe. See, she's singing. Yeah. So, damn, do their music videos rock. Anyway, Luna's not the topic, basically. Because, Sun's here, Orbit, ganun talaga. Before we just go to the first topic, Phil Orbit. I was looking at that wrong. What's a Philorbit? Sabi ko, what's a Philorbit? Oh, Phil Orbit. Putang ina. What?
Is a Mu orbit. What does she feel about that?
What?
She's a Mu orbit.
She's a Mu Orbit, yeah.
How does she feel about that?
Oh, my girlfriend's asking you, since you're a Mu Orbit, what are your thoughts about that?
Specifically, what about?
What about?
Being
Being
both
both a Mu and an Orbit.
Oh, like a multi fandom thing.
Mm-mm.
I mean, again, ever since like the first time I guessed that, it's mainly because like it's K-pop. I enjoy the group. I enjoy their music. Okay na ako. Parang ganun.
Right. Plus, they're creating good music. So
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I mean, they're working. I'm enjoying the music.
yeah,
They're people over there doing their shit.
that's right.
Okay. Gagastos naman na ako eh. No matter what, sa inyo pera ko eh. Sige.
Tama. We got a lot of love to give and not a lot of money left. So shit happens. Anyway, speaking of no money, it's the Christmas season. This is our Christmas special. And we're going to start off with our Christmas topic, which is, of course, K-pop related, since this is your weekly dose of K-pop. So the topic right now is, who had the best comeback or debut during the Christmas season of all time? This is a recurring theme for this episode, of all time. Just to name a few, I listed things down. Not gonna list the Luna song since she already has that covered. So aespa debuted with Black Mamba. Psycho surprisingly was December 2019. I didn't know. I thought that was January. So Psycho, Red Velvet, Love Shot by EXO, good song. Best Thing I Ever Did by Twice, bad song. Thumbs Up by Momoland, Heart Shaker, that's a good song. Heart Shaker, love that song. And I'm gonna get that by Big Bang. Oh Nana by Card, and Run by BTS. Just to name a few. What are December songs that you got inside, your head, on the top of your head?
Well, to get out yung bias muna.
Yeah.
It would be like the ones for Lunar because were really nice. Like not the ones after, more on the pre-debut side,
Right.
because that was when Let Me In came out, and then
Right.
there was also Heart Attack, which I think a lot of people
AOA?
ended up, like, listening to. Heart Attack and Chew.
Oh shit! All right, okay. You're right.
And
right.
then, so yeah, it was a big thing. Also, I think if I am correct, see, the Carol was also December. Must affected though because it was released on yung Carol.
Yeah, the Carol. Yeah, obviously it's going to be released like in December since it's a Christmas song.
Yeah. And then other than that, like from the ones you gave to list, actually like out of all of them were really like
Not all of them.
no. I mean like what I mean is like from the ones you listed down, they were all pretty if you think about it,
Relevant.
It was a big hit at some point.
Yeah.
But personally, out of all of it, I really liked Cards.
Oh Nana, right? Ah,
Yeah.
yes. What a good song. I love that
Like,
song.
The song is great. But at the same time, it was like after so long, biglaan lang. There's like
Was that their
And then-
debut song?
technically it wasn't that. From what I remember, it was like the pre-debut one. It was like the very, very first song they released.
See?
But it was
Fucking A.
considered pre-debut, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Damn. I can't disagree with you on that, right? I'm not gonna disagree with you on that. When it comes to when I look at the songs, when I think of the songs, of course you have more to think of since you're thinking of Sotaiji and the Boys, Shinhwa, SES. But when I look at the song selection, man, that Big Bang song was a bop, But when it comes to sheer impact, probably just not even the star power, but just the song itself. I can't disagree with you with Onana.
It was another thing rin kasi parang time na yun, there weren't that many songs like it.
Right.
Mainly because nga, there
Mixed gender.
weren't any co-ed. Yeah, like the last time the last time anyone tried to do a co-ed group, it kind of went to shit.
Mhm.
Like they ended up disbanding. One would be the girl group, one would be the boy group, and then they both
Mhm.
kind of disappeared, which is sad
Right.
also still. But like with now, up until now, Card is still active. They don't promote as much, but like they're still pretty there. And this was the song that really started everyone like paying attention to them. And it was a really catchy song.
It was a bop. It was a good song.
And the music video was really nice.
I can't remember the music video. I know I watched it, but I can't remember. Yeah, just looking at the list, Oh Nana, Fuck It by Big Bang, Love Shot was pretty good as well by EXO. Psycho was good, even
Psycho was really
running
good, yeah.
running song of the year contender. Run by BTS. I don't like it. So run. I know I'm a BTS fan, not an ARMY, just a BTS fan. But just disclaimer, you gotta understand, man. I can't be associated with that name. Like Yuki, the ARMY DJ. No, fuck that. But yeah, I'm a BTS fan, but unbiasedly speaking, I don't like this song. Black Mamba by aespa, good. I can't say it's a good debut.
I haven't listened to it.
Of course you haven't. You're still stuck up with Shinhwa. I don't blame you though. Shinhwa, freaking gods. Thumbs up. Maybe scratching the surface due to just sheer star power in the Philippines.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay because it was very catchy lang. Like if you hear it, it would just get stuck in your head again.
It's like a lovey-dovey by no, I can't even compare it to that.
No, Lovey Dovey was
the lovey-dovey is great.
catchy.
Yeah, lovey-dovey is great. Heart Shaker by Twice. A lot of people don't like this. I love this song.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, Twice gave us a lot of good songs, some bad ones. So for the people who like Signal, you guys are fucking idiots and deaf.
Oh,
But Heart Shaker, a lot of people didn't like it. I loved it. You know?
I'm very neutral with it.
You're neutral with Heart Shaker. What's the best Twice song for you?
Ooh, huh.
Of course not their debut song.
I mean, it was okay. I like the debut one too. I do like More and More.
Yeah, More and More was great. More and More was great. But you know what my probably my number one now is? I can't stop I can't stop what? Can't stop me. Or I can't stop me. This was a good song. This was a good comeback. Well, not a good comeback since they're not OT9, but the song. Plus, have you listened to their English version of that?
Yeah, they're pronunciation.
Putang ina. Best ever I've heard ever. I mean, I've been here 11 years. I've never heard anyone, translate a song to English and speak that well while singing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they're not gonna be able to do that live properly. Pero, when it comes to that recording, so good. Oh my God, they're like natives. Of course, the raps, needed work, but collectively, they were great.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when it comes to idols trying to sing in English, I always props to them. It's hard.
Yes.
It's really hard. Like I tried to sing along to some English songs, and I end up getting their accents when I try to sing.
I know I want it.
Like my friend noticed because I think it was last night. Me and my friend were just randomly doing sing along shit, and then
wow, you do that.
We were bored. Okay, we had nothing else to watch.
Let's go, Zoom. Let's go. You know I want it. What?
And then I was listening to an English version of another group song, and they were singing it. So while I was trying to sing it, I was like, what the you're English? What do you mean? Apparently, I'm getting the accent. I try to copy along.
Son, speak English properly.
No English.
No English, right, exactly. But, just going back to the topic, Christmas season, it's not really the best season when it comes to K-pop. We just named a few. And even if you look at, because I did my research, even if you look at, the comeback schedules every fucking year, December, when it comes to the month of December, ito yung one of the least comebacks. Because probably, they're getting ready for the new year. Tapos kapag December ka ni-release, you're a Song of the Year contender, but not for this year. It's going to be for next year. So probably the hype won't be there anymore. Get what I mean? Like, example, what happened to Psycho? They promoted OT4, sadly, because Wendy was injured. And then, they weren't able to be Song of the Year for 2019, even though that was a tremendously good song. Had to be moved to 2020. And, the hype is gone. Kasi dati, it was all hype, Talagang January was Red Velvet all the way. But then...
It's not just that also. Because, if it's also from December last year, you have the whole year up against you.
Right, exactly.
Following.
The whole year had Dynamite. So, obviously... That's gonna go to BTS. And I always say this and I always sing the Dynamite every fucking podcast episode. And you might think that I'm, super biased over BTS. I'm not. It's just that I really like the song. But yeah, like what Sun said, they're against the whole year. and their promotion's up. Their promotion's up like a year ago, you know?
Mhm.
So it's going to be really difficult. Psycho, song-wise, probably, even top 3 from all of the songs that we talked about. But yeah, oh Nana, friggin' A. I can't think of any, a good contender to Oh Nana. Probably the Big Bang song. But Oh Nana had a bigger impact when it comes to the song itself, not the group. We're not looking at the group. Obviously, the group. If we're gonna look at the group, it has to be Big Bang, right? But man, dude, that was a good song.
It really was.
Wasn't even a debut.
I remember because when it was released, I was living alone in the dorm, and I kept listening to it over and over again. It was so nice. I think it was my alarm at some point, and it really did wake me up because ang loud no intro.
Ding, ding. What? What happened here? So yeah, good song. I love that song. I'm even gonna put that on my playlist today. I know I asked you for 4 songs. I'm gonna make it 5 songs. Gonna squeeze them all in.
Although I did like the one that just happened lately, the Taeyeon song.
Oh, you know what? I haven't listened to it. Wow, what a so-on. I haven't listened to it. A lot of people are saying it's good.
I really like the lyrics are great. I really like how it sounds like.
Ain't it sad? Sabi nila the lyrics were sad. The song was sad.
Yeah, it's sad. It's more on like, parang, I mean, the title is "What Do I Call You?" Like after a breakup, it's like, "What do I call you?" And like I don't know what to call you anymore. Stuff like that.
What do I
But
call
like
you?
it sounds great.
For sex. I call you for sex. No. Just saying. But yeah, you know what? I'll listen to that. That's a December comeback, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just last week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I didn't put it on the list because I haven't listened to it. But every song here I've listened to. But yeah, I haven't listened to that Taeyeon track. Oh, Dear Santa by Tae-Tiso. Not on the list.
That's another one, yeah.
There's a reason why it's not on the list. Okay.
Ooh.
I hated that song. I love Tae-Tiso. Probably one of the best subunits, if not the best subunits of all time. It's just that, wala eh. It didn't have that impact. Unlike Holler and fucking Twinkle. They had to release Dear Santa. Man, I don't like that song. Okay. Wait, this picture? This is you, Sun?
Oh, the yeah, that's me.
Oh my god. I'm seeing Sun's back, guys. Well, this is in Korea?
Yeah.
Obviously, duh.
Context-wise, I'm making Yuki jealous by sending pictures of like how I met some Luna members.
Yeah. She sucks balls. Anyway, okay, so that's it for the best comeback Christmas debut during Christmas season. Yeah, probably unanimously Oh Nana, right?
In my opinion.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm not gonna contend with that. All right, good stuff. That's the show. No, I'm kidding. All right, so I got a topic here. It's a bit controversial, but you know how we do it here. So you've heard of BTOB's Ilhoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
With what happened and stuff, and caught smoking. I think. Don't quote me on that. Okay, so it's BTOB Ilhoon, and then there's marijuana involved. All right. So I kept on thinking. I even messaged Sun earlier today. It's like at 2:03 a.m. It's like, what's a topic? No, I'm just assuming that you're awake. Of course, you don't have work, but then I remembered you're a person and you need to sleep. So I didn't even know what the topic was for this one, but I thought of one. Like, is BTOB, over due to this?
Wait, we're starting it now, right?
No, we'll start it later. No, but because if you think about it, marijuana usage, even any kind of drug, usage in South Korea is really big, right?
Yeah.
Probably the same here or even more. It's looked down upon more compared to here where we are, this shithole of a country. But this is kind of like a big thing that really affects a lot of people, not only him but his group, and at the same time his agency and the people around him that are working closely with him. So, and BTOB is, should have been a promising group,
Mm-hmm.
BTOB is where Zico is, right?
No.
Shit.
BTOB is where.
Who's a famous member of BTOB?
Well, Ilhoon was one of the famous ones. Actually, that's the big issue. Also, what was his name? The one who's also an actor.
Yeah, I know someone's an actor. I just can't remember.
Okay, like I know them, but I can't like the name. Songjae.
Songjae. Yeah. Oh shit. Right. Fuck. One of the biggest. Oh my god. One of the biggest artists right now. Right. So, and On Kwang is there. Yeah, I know them. Yeah, Peñel is there. Yeah. So, are they over? Because I feel that, and I might get backlash for this, but I feel like they're already over.
Personally, as far as group promotions, I actually haven't seen much. Mainly because like some are on like doing their military things like that, but other than that, because like a lot of them focused more on their individual stuff, which is understandable because like they've been a group for a long time.
Right.
When you say like as BTOB over and everything, it actually just like my head goes back to how BTOB was labeled as one of the least problematic groups, and at the same time like the really like well-mannered one.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I saw the news about him having his marijuana issue, like the drug report, I guess, if that's what you consider.
Yep.
It was very surprising, I guess, because like yeah, I mean they're known to be very polite. They're known to be very just like laid back and fun. Like they don't really mind if they look like I don't know mga gago sila, but like they're doing it for fun kasi. And seeing that na parang I guess not just specifically towards BTOB but like idols in general, because they go into this profession knowing that they have to have a good image because like they're always going to be looked at, and not just by like people like us but like even the younger people. So for this to have happened, I feel like that's the bigger issue. To say if the group is over or not, I'm not too sure, because I don't know how the group is going now anyway, since all of them are like slowly like separately doing their own thing.
They're doing active in a lot of stuff apart from BTOB.
And from what I know, I think he's currently doing his military service now.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's what I was going to point out next, is that probably the gravity of the situation, multiplies to a lot of exponential values due to the fact that he's enlisted right now. He enlisted in May.
Right, yeah, I read an article that spoke about how his enlistment was a bit sketchy, because apparently like he was supposed to enlist earlier, but then it was delayed supposedly because of COVID. But everyone was saying like, what if it was delayed to like avoid the investigation or something?
Good point. Yep, fair point. Do you know?
It's very confusing.
Yeah, it is quite confusing. It's just that when you look at the gravity of the situation, like I said earlier, it's really serious. I mean, drug use obviously is a no-no. I'm not a big fan of that. I've never tried it. So it's something that I hold dear to my heart when it comes to drug usage. I'm just not a big fan of it. But of course, boys will be boys, or even I hate using that. People will be people. So I guess I can't. I just can't comment on it due to the fact that I don't understand. It's not that I can't comment. It probably feels like a very sensitive subject. But I can comment on B2B being over though. Are they over? Probably after this, yes. Because there are a lot of recurring issues when it comes to B2B. The main issue here is that they're not active anymore. So it just basically puts a period on their sentence. Na parang, this is it. It's over. I mean, we're damaged anyway. We're going our separate ways when it comes to what we do for the industry anyway. Songja is being super awesome in some other aspect, that acting aspect. And then, the other members, though I'm not really very familiar with them, they probably are doing their own stuff. So, I mean, I can't think of anything that may save them. But then you have Big Bang, just a point of comparison. You have Big Bang, and then Top had this issue, and then after a few years, being not in the spotlight, they even had that Coachella thing that was supposed to happen, but due to COVID, it didn't. And then I feel like a 2021 comeback is on the horizon. So, to back up Sun's point, we really can't say. But if
At the same time though, sorry, I just wanted to add something because
Yep.
you mentioned with what happened with Top and then with Big Bang. I feel like another factor when it came to Big Bang was because in terms of controversies, it wasn't just Top.
fair enough,
Because again, so far B2B has been known as one of the more toned down ones.
non-problematic.
Yeah, and then at the same time, company wise, Big Bang was in a bigger company.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a bit more focused on. And then it just so happened he wasn't the only member with a what's it called? Controversy.
At the
And it
time,
just
yeah.
kept-
Mm-mm.
At that time, yeah. And then it just kept growing and growing, and now there's even a bigger issue against someone specifically in Big Bang that he had to retire and everything. It's a really
Mhm.
bad topic.
Yeah.
And so it's really just, I mean, I've said this a while, this phrase at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, you have to remember they're still people. They can't be perfect. Someone is bound to mess up. It just so happens they got caught.
Sabi sa inyo eh, don't get caught, you guys. Gonna do something bad, don't get caught. I never get caught. While my girlfriend's
So you're
listening in the
saying-
background.
Yeah, so you're saying you did something.
Hindi niya alam. Shh. She's looking at me very intently right now. Okay. So, you can't say that it's over, right?
Yeah, I'm not, because I don't know how they're gonna try to bounce back.
That too, yung star power just, I can't say it's not there, but it's lacking, truth be
Yeah.
told, It's not BTS, it's not EXO, it's not who's it? NCT, I guess.
At the same time, imagine mo if those groups got the scandal.
Ay,
Or the
puta
issue.
ina. Yeah, big one. Big one. Woo!
Exactly. Yeah, so it still depends naman kasi on I'm not saying that their status is low or anything, but compared to the intense popularity, your intense attitude of fans, or international or local, that's where the gravity of the whole issue is gonna come from.
Right. It's fucked up,
Yeah.
I bid B2B adieu. And good luck on your future endeavors, but we can't really say. Hindi naman din talaga natin masasabi. Obviously, it's up to the management, it's up to the members, if they're going to still release a comeback as a group or whatnot. If not, then I can't say also that it's for the better, but it's for the safest in lack of, proper thing to say.
Mhm.
So yeah, probably the safest route to go to is just disband. they're successful in their own right anyway, individually, and they've done what they could as far as being a group goes. So yeah, I think their fandom is called Melody, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
See, so good.
I remember seeing them live before, and they were really, really great. Like they had a lot of interactions with the fans. Like it was really nice.
Sungjae's a tremendous singer. I love Sungjae.
Yes.
I loved him in Goblin. I loved him ever since. All right. One last commercial break. After this, we will go to our last two topics. So this is going to be a long show for everyone. It's our Christmas special. What the hell? So I promised Sun that this is going to be a short show, but here we are. Get to the end.
This is a sad thing. If you're gonna have me as your co-host or like guest co-host, or I don't know,
Your co-host.
I talk a lot, so
that's not a problem for me. I'm just waiting for the time that it may be a problem for you. All right, one last commercial break. When we come back, more of the show. Don't go away, you guys.
This is Mo Twister, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuuki.
What's up, simps? How many of you guys use Spotify as your main music or podcast player? On Spotify, you can listen to all your favorite songs or shows, this show included, and choose over a variety of artists and podcasters for your listening pleasure. So don't forget to download Spotify on your smartphones, and in the process, follow me on social media so that you'll know when the Kingdom Podcast will be on air. That's Yuukmeister on Twitter and Instagram. See you there. Hey, podcasters. Podcasting has become a staple when it comes to new things to try, especially here in the Philippines. Check all of them out on your podcast players like Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We also hope you can donate to the show for as low as 99 cents via our Anchor account. You can go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. We want to get as much content out there as possible, and a small amount like this would definitely help us out to keep the show going. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
You are listening to the Kingdom Podcast. All our episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and on Anchor.fm. Your weekly dose of K-pop is now back.
Welcome back to the podcast. This is basically the time where I invite you to go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. You can donate as low as 99 cents. Via our Anchor account to help us keep the show rolling, for multiple seasons and whatnot. And now that episode 50 is coming up really soon, I think it's going to be dropped around. I think that's going to be the first show of 2021. So that's the 50th episode. We're planning on, keep on going. A lot of podcasts, a lot of K-pop podcasts have ended their seasons at a very low number. I don't want to do that. So, we're just gonna keep going, probably. Just still season 1, so you don't have to worry. No breaks, no season breaks for you guys. And for us to keep on doing that, you need to do that. Go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. Please donate as, whatever you can to help us keep the show rolling for everyone and for us to give you your weekly dose of K-pop. All right, so you're still with me, Yuuki, and Lee Soo-man over here.
Oh my god.
No, her name is Sun, you guys. Her first name's Marshella.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna find it funny if people actually try searching for that.
No, this is not Lee Soo-man. Lee Soo-man is responsible for BTS's success.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that sarcastically, guys. I'm not saying that out of support for Lee Soo-man. I'm not that. If you don't know how to say his last name correctly, then you can't join in on the fun. So, well, 11 years of K-pop. I know Lee is not Lee. So, yun lang yung alam ko, guys. Oh, there's Kim, and then there's Che. Che. It's not Choi, I think, right, Son? I'm saying that correctly? Help me out! Come on!
Yeah, you can say it as Che.
Is it Che?
I say it as Che.
Oh, see, guys, saying the right, you know. Fuck, I can't even speak. Okay, John.
Okay.
Wait, okay, like the Korean names. Of course Kim would be the most common one, right? And then E, I think. Then there's Che, there's John, there's Yang, there's Yu,
Hwang.
Song. What?
Hwang.
Hwang, yeah, Hwang Miyong. Fuck, my bias. Who else? There's So, as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, there's a lot.
is there Sun?
Yes.
My God, you're Korean. Wow. I mean, you got
That's why other people assumed there was.
yeah.
Especially when I went there, I just changed. I you know how other people give themselves like Korean names and everything, but
Mhm.
like
What's your
Korean
Korean name?
Jinmi.
Jinmi?
Yeah, Son Jinmi.
Sun Jinmi. Oh my God, that's a good name.
It's mainly because it came from my Chinese name, so like I just translated it to
Ah,
that. Like,
okay.
so would it be easier for you to call me by my English name or like this? Why do you have another name? It's like, oh, I have a Chinese name, and when I wrote it down, she's like, oh, okay, we can change that to Korean. So I didn't give this to myself. My teacher
It was
gave
given to you.
It was my actual name. They just translated it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wait, they translated Marshella? No, I'm kidding. Her name's not Marshella. It's actually Adobe. So welcome back to the podcast. You're still with me, Yuuki and Sun. And we have our final two topics for today. Speaking of controversial topics, there's this hashtag that says hashtag Chewy deserves better. If you guys don't know Chewy, she's from Twice. She's the youngest and the visual, I think. And there was this trend that went on because she didn't get a lot of lines and she wasn't focused enough on camera. Yeah, basically no less screen time and less lines for Chewy. And that's why a lot of ones or oneses, if you want to be grammatically incorrect, trended this hashtag Chewy deserves better. Now, Son, is this an exaggeration?
I think
So
it's a 50-50. A 50-50 in my opinion. 'Cause,
expound.
like, yeah.
Expound in Korean. Please don't do that.
I was about to.
I know you were. But yeah,
No, but,
yeah, go.
Because you know how it's sad to say, but it's something that you can't really avoid. Wherein a group will always have a specific member who won't be focused on. I'm not saying like I'm defending what's happening to I don't like what's happening to her either, but at the same time, like I'm not completely surprised. Mainly because again, there's always going to be someone like that in the group,
Mm-hmm.
and two, they have a lot of members.
Right.
And they're a popular group. So, sadly enough, she is also the foreign member. And despite her being the foreign member, not just the foreign one, but the, if I'm not mistaken, she's Taiwanese, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's the Taiwanese foreign member, which there is still a big issue when it comes to Korea and those who speak Chinese and or Taiwanese.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that issue there, it's just like yes, they do have other foreign members. They have 3 Japanese members and all, but there are more Japanese members when it comes to like foreign members in a K-pop group. And at the same time, each of them have like sadly enough, like Nina did have her hiatus for a bit, but then like Sana has been trending a lot lately, and then Momo is known for her dancing, stuff like that. Chewy was known for being like the really tall mangne at 1st, right?
Yep.
Like basically, those were like their labels and everything.
Right.
So all I could think of is just like it was a 50-50 in terms of like if the hashtag itself was valid, because again, sometimes it just happens. and unfortunately it happens because it's the K-pop industry, and the other 50 being like, yeah, it's absolute bullshit, she does deserve better, because like any idol would deserve better no matter what.
Yeah, because of what they've been through and all of the hardships and whatnot. That is solely understandable.
Yeah.
I worded it out as that due to the fact that I can't seem to not stop myself. Does that even make sense? I can't stop myself from looking at other groups that are mistreated or whatnot. Kasi you have other groups. I've heard of Black Swan.
Yeah, there are other groups that get worse.
Man, dude, it's like I'm just really if some of the groups or some of the members of other groups get the screen time and the lines that Chewie gets, I mean, bro, sana all. I mean, and this is probably why, like what you said, this is probably because of the fact that they're a big group, and talagang makikita nila yon because probably a lot of people are not used to Chewie not getting a lot of screen time and a lot of lines due to the fact that she's the visual. She sings okay and she dances well, So a lot of probably Chewie biases, not even just Chewie biases, but a lot of ones goes through that bitter face where putang na, ba't hindi ko nakikita si Chewie? This is Chewie.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably why. But then, I go and look at other groups that just is pure shit when it comes to publicity. And we should be, I guess for me as a fan of Twice, I should be thankful that Chewie's getting this. Because at least she's not getting what other people or other groups are getting. That's why you put up a good point, Sun. It's probably a 50-50 due to the fact that, they're a big group. But then obviously, of course, she deserves better. But probably some people are just a bit exaggerated when it comes to reacting to what's happening to her if you tend to compare it to other groups. But then, of course, no, Yuuki, but then look at this. Why would we compare them to other groups? Of course, it's an industry with a lot of groups.
Yeah.
You tend to compare it to other groups. That's what you do behind your friends' backs. Totoo. I mean, not only in K-pop but in real life, In K-pop, you tend to, ganito, ang galing ng Twice no? Puta na, wala namang kwenta yung Blackpink na yan eh. That's what you do to your friend na crush ng boyfriend mo. Pangit naman nun eh, ganito ganyan, liit ng dede, blah blah blah. You tend to do that. All of us do. We tend to badmouth a lot of people behind their backs. And I'm not saying that we're badmouthing what's happening with Chewie and with other groups per se. It's just that, it's kind of like the same aspect where we tend to compare. And that's not necessarily a bad nor a good thing. Just right there in the neutral zone.
I mean, I'm not saying that she's not talented or anything. Like, I've seen her.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff. Like, she is talented.
Yeah.
But you also have to think about how will it be balanced out with everyone else? And or, for example, I think if I'm not mistaken, it was because like she didn't have a lot of screen time in the previous comeback, like the latest comeback.
More and more, and yeah, the I Can't Stop Me, yeah.
So like because of that, you also have to think about like maybe in terms of how maybe like her range, it wasn't as strong as it would be from previous songs if
Right.
she would be pushed up for some specific thing. Like maybe because like, oh, maybe you should focus on the dance part here because like while you're dancing, can you manage to like do the whole 500% when it comes to the vocals? Like, are your vocals as stable as Jihyo? Stuff like that. Like,
Right.
no matter what, some members will be better in some other aspects. And yes, everyone is talented. I'm not saying that she's not as talented as them, but like, there are other factors where the other members are a bit stronger, and then she has some other things that are stronger compared to the other member. It just so happens, maybe this specific composition of the song wasn't favoring her strong points instead.
And it's bound to happen. You know, it would be more horrible if you think about someone singing tas sa iba naka-focus yung
Yeah, that's
right?
horrible.
That's
really
bad.
horrible. That's fucking horrible. That's like a big slap to your face.
That's DKFC when Taeyeon was pointing to the cameraman and not the one singing. She's the one singing. You know?
Because really the only thing I can compare it to is the fandom I'm in. But like I know this one person who always complains about the lack of focus to a specific member. And all I can say is, I mean, this is my favorite group. I am angry that she doesn't get enough camera time either. But at the same time, yes, I'm sure that she wants the camera time. But would she be stable enough for her? Like, what if she gets the camera time, but it's not nice? Like her voice would crack or something. Then people would hate on that. People are going to attack her for that. There's still a level of safety that you need to remember because, again, like what I said a while ago in other topics, these are still people.
Yep.
They have their own flaws. They have their own strengths. And they're pretty young. They're still young no matter what. Everyone in the K-pop industry is still really young. So they still need to develop everything. They're not fully developed, perfect-wheeled idols. They're people who are still growing.
Pipiyok yan. Pipiyok yan, guys. You give me, you know, one of the best vocals in K-pop, Ailey, probably. Ailey still cracks her voice.
Yeah.
See, they're people. Can't expect them to be robots. Although
people can get a sore throat, they can end up coughing.
Right.
It's winter there, they can have dry throat.
Right. Mama just happened, you know, everyone has sore throat, so it's bound to happen, you know. It just happens. Just deal with it, you know. That's what I'm saying here. You know, it's horrible what's happening if she's not getting a lot of screen time, if she's not getting a lot of lines. You know, it's horrible, but well, like what Sun said, you know, si Chewie, angat siya sa ibang aspects. Other members, angat din sa ibang aspects compared to her. So it has to balance. They have to balance things out. It's like Chewie can't sing 50% of the song.
Especially because there are 9 members.
Exactly, that too. There's 9 members.
I mean, comparing it to a smaller group, and you still see, this is probably going to be a really bad example, but actually this is the only thing I can think about. Like Everglow,
right?
One of their songs, one of their songs was literally, if I'm not mistaken, like I think almost 70% one member, and everyone else barely had anything. To the point, like they were joking that it was just member and friends instead of Everglow. Because like the line distribution got released and everyone was like, holy shit, is this even a K-pop group? And this is, I think if I'm not mistaken, 6 members.
Yep, that's
so,
right.
Like for a smaller group and then the line distribution to be that bad, of course it'll get worse the more members you are.
Let's go NCT. Like with 127 members? No, I'm kidding. I think they're 19 now. Fucking.
I don't even know. Like I just saw someone posted a picture of them on the red carpet for one of those award things, and I couldn't see other people because they were behind some of the other people.
I feel like one pictorial with NCT is like the Marvel Cinematic Universe pictorial. You know that? The one with Stan Lee and everyone there? It's like...
God, yung tipo like, they have like 2 seconds each to like flip through a specific picture.
Yes.
Show all the members.
Yeah. It takes you 19 minutes to look at the photo book. Imagine. It's like 1 minute per member, and then may ibang member na naman. So another minute for that same member that you looked at 19 minutes ago. So
honestly, like now that you're saying this, iniisip ko lang, you know how some normal, like not normal amounts. I'm so sorry. I'm not saying NCT has not like an
abnormal amount of members.
No, they're normal too. They're normal too. But
well,
like
it looks unprecedented if you look at it like that.
Like you know how some groups, for example, like the standard of I don't know 4 to maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And they take a whole day to do photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
How long will they take to make a photo shoot? Like holy shit.
It's like days, obviously.
Damn.
Obviously, because of the fact that none of them will be available at the same time.
That's true, yeah.
Right. So, a group photo, putang ina, that's...
Photoshop.
Like, so that's Photoshop. Believe me. Trust me. That's Photoshopped. They can't. They can't be automatically just free for a photo shoot na all 19 members will be there, you know.
It's wild.
But yeah, Sun was even very careful. I'm gonna say it out there. I like NCT, but abnormal amount of people there. Shit, 19? Tangina. No.
I mean, mainly because like
That's a high school class.
I mean, in Japan they had the AKB and all, so like I'm guessing it's kind.
Yeah.
Like, that's even more. So I can't really say they're abnormal because like there's way more in Japan.
Damn, I don't know. I don't know about that AKB, man, dude. I can't wrap my mind around that. I can't support that 100%. Not because it's, you know, there are a lot of people or what. Not because they're untalented or because they're coming from like a show that ranks you from best to worst. It's just that, you know, there's just too many. I can't. Like, can you imagine? Like, Produce 101. Fucking A, man. I didn't even watch that. Not at all. Putangina. The fuck? 101? If you're someone that knows all of their names, something's wrong with you. Move out of your mom's house. That's so unbelievably. I can't even think of a word. No judgment though. But yeah, I mean that's a lot of members to, you know, memorize, to figure out. Yeah. Who do you like, you know? I'm having problems with Luna. They're 12. So yeah.
You get used to it.
Oh my god. There are a lot.
Yeah, there are a lot.
Yeah, there are a lot. Yeah. How's your wallet nowadays? Oh, of course, no problem. Beniled. Hell yeah. Okay.
I wish.
My ass. Okay. Last topic for this Christmas episode. Whew. You know, let's end it on a good note. You know, it was the two topics that we had were a bit difficult to talk about. And now we're gonna talk about this. You know, how I talk highly about Luna and how they did their debut. The process on how they do it. They did it rather. Is you know, unprecedented up to this day. Like I haven't seen anything like that. So I thought of the topic, you know, since we have Sun here and you know, Sun is a big Luna fan. You know, she's in orbit. Bakal bote. Okay, cool. Which artist or group had the best debut song of all time? You know, I have an answer to this. Like, when I thought of this, I thought of it because of Luna, but I had an answer right after I thought of the topic. It's like there has to be no possible way that this is going to be beaten. Can you guess what it is?
I mean, I'm not sure, but is it Into the New World?
Yes. Oh my god. See, I don't know. Like maybe not. Maybe just sure like just as sure that I am a S01. It's just that sheer you know, that impact that whenever you hear it, you'd still feel very nostalgic. You hear a ballad and you'll cry, like a ballad version, then you'll cry. And then, you know, the people that are active now tend to still have it as one of their go-to songs whenever they cover something, not only live on air, but also something that they practice as aspiring idols. As far as, you know, best debut songs go, I can't think of a close second to Into the New World.
Honestly, I agree with that because yeah, like what you mentioned, idols now, that will always be the song that they'll say. Girl group idols, that is the thing that everyone practiced when they were still trainees. I feel like it's also because of the fact that, I mean, from a group that was given a whole ass black ocean
by BTS,
but like from zero supporters and then now like just the mention of one member, everyone goes crazy. They're known for being like the legendary ones. They were one of the very top groups during the very peak of K-pop internationally.
Right. A lot of people say that they're still the standard, you know?
Yeah, a lot still think of that. And like, I guess for me, it was more on, yes, this was the debut that really was the best, in my opinion, because of the fact that after that, like they debuted in a normal process, but the impact and the intensity of everything. I mean, it's fucking 2020, and when you hear the first line of the intro, everyone stops.
Oh shit!
Yeah, everyone stops. Everyone's gonna just sing along and sound as dumb as possible, trying to do the instrumental with like ourselves.
Right.
Like we're gonna sing along to the whole thing, instrumentals, dance break, everything. You'd sing along to that. And they debuted in a fairly normal concept. And like you saw, that was like what? We would see how the iconic Cloud dance practice room was because of the show that showed how they were preparing for their debut.
Right.
Like it was one of the few variety shows that was also shown internationally on YouTube with like the subtitles. They're like made by the fans. Like these were the few things that actually started the whole like K-pop international fans, why not? Like it started more into this whole how do I say, craze? Not really craze, but like the Hallyu wave. Like they were the ones who really started the whole thing. Like everyone can say no, our group made they're the more popular one. Yeah, sure, you can say that, but like you can't deny literally that generation was the start of everything, because you weren't there. You didn't see how there was nothing on the internet before. Like you would be lucky to find the lyrics of the song. Like you had to deal with ads on, like built-in ads in the video, like on the lower part.
Shit.
Oh yeah, you have to always see that, and you can't click X. Like now we can just click X and everything, and no, that there's always there.
Yeah, it's cropped for us, you know. But yeah, you know, it's not surprising to me that when I ask you, like, can you take a guess? It's like I know deep down that's the song that you're gonna say.
Because even for me, that was like that was legitimately the song that really got me into wanting to listen to K-pop.
Because
like why? It's true. No, because like the video was beautiful. It was such a nice, like it's such a feel good song. With how K-pop songs will always talk about how like, oh, I have like a crush on this person. Oh, I'm cool. Oh, like stuff like that. And then you see that song that's just like, you know, that they're gonna get better. Like things are getting better. There's a new thing to see in the future. Stuff like that. Like it's more positive compared to just like, ay crush ko siya. Ay cute ako. Mga ganon.
I only said stop lying because I know that the song that got you into K-pop is Ultramania by Sotaiji and the Boys.
Oh my god, I can't believe
So around 2007, you're probably on your 24th year in K-pop. Just kidding. But yeah, I mean, all kidding aside, I mean that's still the song that gets to me. As far as songs go, probably a more, you know, unbiasedly speaking, a more impressive debut would be for Luna. Kasi, duh. You can't replicate something like that. If you do, you have tons of money.
There's actually a joke because like the company started off with just 15 staff members, like literally 15 people, and everyone was just like, so why did Heejin say yes to like a company that has 15 people?
Right.
And they told her, oh, you're gonna shoot your music video in Paris. And she said yes. How did that not seem like a scam?
Have you ever watched Taken? That's
like, I mean, it's a running joke. It's a running joke. Like everyone's just amazed. Like, damn, the intense amount of trust is really good. I mean, look at them now.
I can't believe that Orbit haven't edited Heejin on a Taken poster just because of that running joke. Taken 1 was literally about a girl that went to Paris to watch U2 and got taken. I mean, fuck. I mean, like I said earlier, a more impressive debut would be Luna's, obviously, but we're not talking about who had the best debut, process, and we're looking at the best debut song. So, as far as songs go, I can't think of a close second. Probably a close second. Fuck. There's this Fire 21.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. But you can't really put it as a ballad, You can't really.
I feel like it'll be weird as one.
Right. So a good comparison, Twice. Nation's girl group and whatnot. Like No, you can't. You can't. You just can't. I don't know. It's a good song regardless if you if you listen to it as the original or if you listen to it as a ballad version. Obviously, a lot of musicians will be able to make other debut songs ballad versions, but will it hit, as hard as Into the New World did? I don't think so. Because that song, it was literally into the new world, Gone are the 480s, let's welcome 720p,
Yeah.
No, actually, that was still 480. Yeah, I think so. Into the New World. Here we go. Into the New World was in 480p, man.
Damn.
Plus, it had that really cringy, corny intro to the Into the New World or Not. Didn't make sense.
Yeah,
it's up to your choice.
Yeah, the kind of videos that would show like a little dramatic scene in front of everything before the start of the actual song.
Right. But yeah, it's so iconic. Probably the best debut song of all time. I haven't found a close second. If we were to rank it, probably 21. FX would be there as well. What was their debut track?
Bachata? Was it
Bachata? Yeah, La Chata, yeah. So yeah, that's probably a good third if we think about it. I'm looking at the best K-pop debut songs of all time. See, there's a list here. And who's at number 1? Mama by EXO. Hell no. No, fucking A. Shiny. Replay was a good debut song.
That was a good song, yeah.
That was a good
That
song.
was a good song.
We Belong Together by Big Bang. Nope. No More Dream by BTS. I don't even know what that song is. Mr. Ambiguous was part of the list at number 15. Okay, yeah, I see that. But yeah, I mean, with EXO being at number 1, Mama wasn't a good song.
It was okay.
No. Forgive me. Mama was a good song. Wolf was a horrible song. No, I can't. No. It was a bad song. Horrible song. But then they followed it up with Growl, so I'm fine with that. So yeah, I mean, best song, we can't, it's unanimous. It's Into the New World.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think of a closest 21. Keep on repeating myself. I'm running out of things to say. What's your Christmas message to everyone? Stay safe, don't party.
Yeah, don't. Guys, please. Fucking don't. Oh my god.
By the way, Sun right here at 3:21 in the afternoon is already intoxicated.
Screw you! I am not.
I'm not. I need a drink.
No, mind you, this is actually how I normally talk, so.
Holy shit.
No, yeah, this is how I talk. I mean, mix of random Taglish stuff, but like still in general, this is how I normally talk. So, you guys, please don't judge me. That's my Christmas gift. Don't judge me.
How many glasses have you had?
I have no idea. I don't really take it as shot glasses, so
Oh, you don't take it with shot glasses.
no, I just kind of pour it in with juice and then like in a big. I guess you can call it a cup. I'm not sure if it's a cup.
You know what? Our next episode should be like we're drinking while we're doing the pod.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
That sounds fun, right? We got.
But you have to pregame first already. So that in the recording itself, you are like you have a bit of the hit.
Yeah, we gotta do that. Okay, so next time it's like, oh, it's an hour before recording. Let's start. Let's start. You know, drinking and stuff. Yeah, normal drinking.
I feel like I set myself up for something.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. To Sun's friends, let's go. You want to hear her drunk like you normally do? So
Wow.
on a fucking podcast, that'd be great. That's awesome. All right. So yeah, Christmas message.
Mainly just happy holidays to everyone. Congratulations if you're healthy. Please stay healthy. Oh my god, we're almost at the end of 2020. Just a little push, and we're good.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to see if 2021 has anything bad in store for us. But let's hope for the best.
I mean, it's not gonna end in 2021, you guys. But 2020 was a bad year. Let's look forward to 2021.
Yeah, you know how everyone says like New Year resolutions. Oh, I'm gonna exercise. Nah, man, New Year resolution, just stay fucking home.
Right, that's right. Well, my New Year's resolution is just to stay alive. If COVID ain't gonna kill me, cops will. So,
Oh,
just saying. It was horrible, by the way. Condolences to the family. That was a horrible deal.
yeah.
But we're not gonna talk about that because we're not political. But congratulations to Joe Biden. So, a little bit more, America. A little bit more. I know a lot of people are listening to America from the US of A. So a little bit more. Let's let's try and see. Let's wait. I think it's
Tiny push.
Yeah, tiny push. Like less than a month away, you guys. Let's go. You spent 4 years with that. A month will be easy peasy. Okay, that was the show. My message to everyone, happy holidays. Thank you very much for supporting the podcast this year, 2020. We'll be having a show I think on Saturday or Sunday, depending on the availability of the guest. She is a Revelove. We'll talk to her about the Red Velvet incident. Wendy coming back, what their comeback schedule will be, what she thinks will happen next. And of course the Irene issue that we haven't talked about here on the podcast. So I'm saving up those topics for a Revelove that will be guesting here over the weekend. So I can't say that we're back on the 2 episodes per week situation, but this is the 48th episode, and then that will be 49. So man, 50th episode. I have no idea what we're gonna do. No, I actually have an idea, but it's gonna be a surprise for everyone. I think that's gonna be the first show for 2021. Again, that won't be a season ender, so you don't have to worry. I don't have money to get another person to dub my intro, so that's the only reason why we're not gonna go to season 2. No, I'm kidding, but I wanna prolong the season. A lot of podcasts do a very short episode span when it comes to seasons. I'm not going to do that. I want everyone to enjoy a season so that when we go to another season, it's going to be a fresh start with new guests and whatnot, and just the same angst, basically. So, like I said, happy holidays. Don't stuff yourself too much. Drink a lot of booze and vitamin C as well, because we're basically all gonna need it. That's the show.
Stars.
Yeah, stay healthy, Stan Luna. That's the tagline for the show. Stan Luna, guys. All right, that's the show. Thank you very much for listening. This has been Sun and Yuki for the Kingdom Podcast. We will see you for episode 49. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. No, happy holidays, you guys. Cheers. Bye.
The Kingdom Podcast is executively produced by The Voice DJ Yuki and co-engineered by senior producer Jason Aguayo. Special thanks to the Kingdom Podcast creative team. You can like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Anchor at The Kingdom Pod PH. All episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and any other platforms you use to listen to podcasts. Thanks for listening and see you next time.